Well, coming straight out of left field, Nintendo announced a 10-minute gameplay overview for Tears of the Kingdom hosted by Eiji Aonuma himself. I was working on a video going through the somewhat confusing marketing strategies Nintendo has used for what could be the biggest game of the Switch's life. I was going to compare the marketing for Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom and try to see if they were following a similar pattern to predict how much more of the game we could see. I got the idea after the February Direct, where we got another short, teasery trailer that briefly showed us glimpses of what the game has in store, but no full, big reveal of what the game's big hook really is. Going back and watching all the Breath of the Wild trailers, they play very similarly to the ones we've gotten for Tears of the Kingdom. Flashes of what the game is, but keeping a lot hidden and mysterious since we lacked the context necessary to fully understand what we were seeing. Through my research, I came to the conclusion that honestly, I didn't expect to see much more of Tears of the Kingdom before release. The commercials would obviously ramp up as they already have, but I didn't expect Nintendo to reveal much more than what we've already seen. And if that was the case, I figured I had plenty of time to make that video, but unfortunately, that video is outdated before it really even began. I mean, if they were going to do this, why not just announce a dedicated Tears of the Kingdom Direct at the February Direct? But all those questions don't really matter in the end. I guess that's just Nintendo doing what Nintendo does. So now we get to look forward to 10 minutes of gameplay. And I've had some time to really think about this decision, and I feel like it's the right call. Obviously, the fans are excited for the game and desperately clinging onto any information Nintendo gives us, but I don't think I want to know too much more about the game. I really think that part of the focus of this game is going to be the story. Breath of the Wild's lackluster story was one of the most consistent criticisms I heard, and I'm sure the team will want to remedy that with Tears of the Kingdom. And with all the trailers we've gotten so far, we've seen those glimpses of a truly epic story. Maybe this gameplay trailer is exactly what we need right now. We don't need a full story trailer that shows us exactly what's happening and why. Let the player discover that stuff on their own. But what harm does it do to show how this new weapon and vehicle crafting system work? We've seen enough in the trailers to have a decent idea, but it would be cool to see that in action and know what to expect. I want to see how some of these new runes will work, like the time reversal one that shot that spike boulder up the hill that it was rolling down. But like I said, I really hope that we don't see too much. Like, the first thing that comes to my mind is that if Tears of the Kingdom is bringing back proper dungeons, for example, I hope that that isn't mentioned here at all. I don't want to know anything else about the reason for the Sky Islands, but Aonuma can definitely show me some of the fun things about the skydiving mechanics. And so that's really all that I'm hoping for with this. I want to see more of the new gameplay elements that we've already been teased with, but not really spoil anything. If they can pull that off, I think this was definitely the right call. This could give fans that nice taste of the game we've been desperate for to help tide us over until release. Well, I guess the only thing left to do now is watch the trailer. So here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh, yeah.
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Good.
Thank you very much for waiting.
That's good news.
Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Very cool.
Okay? Let's begin.
Let's do it.
Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
wow.
there's a vast world to explore. Of course,
The arm
it's
thing
not
goes
just
like
the
up
same
into
world
like his
as is.
shoulder.
It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes
Is
today,
there like a Sheikah
we've
tower
run
up in
out of
the
time, so
background?
we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches. In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
Very cool.
You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell... Look, it started rising.
Yeah, that's what we saw in the trailer.
This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
Huh.
Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the sky.
I wonder if you,
island.
I wonder if you just rode that, if you
Let's
would
use
just
the
get
paraglider
smashed.
to reach one of them. There are a few other sky islands floating here too. I
Whoa.
made it.
Oh,
There are
wow.
lots of ways to reach the sky islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it. Moving on.
Zonai charge.
We've now
Okay.
explored more of this sky island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse. You can
Wow.
stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
It's the weapon crafting.
We're dealing with two of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability.
The
You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse
the up
ability.
button is like items
Fuse
now, I
two
guess.
weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
I wonder how you change
With this, we don't
what
have to get too
runes
close
you're
to
using. I
enemies,
guess they're not really.
and we can safely attack from a distance.
I guess they're not really runes, but
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf
Whoa.
to an arrow.
what does that do?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
Very cool.
Very useful.
That's really huge.
It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the
Huh.
raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
A Korok leaf. Or
There's
the
something
propellers.
here. Let's try hitting it. Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it? We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced.
So those enemies that we saw are Zonai. That's pretty much
Okay,
confirmed
they're
now that
attached.
those are Zonai.
All right, let's
Things.
try moving the boat.
I wonder if that's like is that like confirming that all of
It's
this,
sailing
all
pretty
this
fast
sky
with the
stuff
fans.
is Zonai? Like is all this is this
Since we
tech?
added two
Is this
fans,
Zonai
we should
tech?
be able to cross the river in no time.
The heck is that?
All right, we reached the other side. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this.
Wow.
I passed right through the ceiling.
That's cool.
This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you. There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
These islands just look so cool.
For
It's like
example,
such a cool
this place has a cave
different
with a hill right above it.
aesthetic
If
to
you use the ability
everything.
here,
What is that thing? Are those Zonai? Do we know what Zonai are supposed to look like?
come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
Wow.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly.
You're stuck in a cage.
Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah, I got pushed off.
Oh, man.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
Oh, I see that being very annoying.
You descend from the sky to the surface like this.
Whoa.
It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be
Was
able
that
to
Mount?
look out across the land. You can also search for destinations
Whoa.
that pique your interest.
Those other
Once
ones
you
are really
choose your
low.
destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Wow.
What did you think?
Pretty great.
Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible.
Sounds a lot
There's
like
still a lot of
the
new gameplay,
design
mysteries,
philosophy
and
of Breath of the
encounters we
Wild, but
couldn't
just
show
kind of
today. But
expanded.
they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, that was basically what I was hoping for. Just like a little taste to kind of get us ready and get us excited, show us some new things, show us some mechanics. But oh, is this a new? Oh, an OLED. I like those Joy-Cons. Those are pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, that's very cool. That's a good design. Looks bad in the in the little holder thing. Ooh. Pro Controller looks nice too. Wow. Okay. Well, that was, like I said, that was basically what I was expecting, and really hoping for. Yeah, just kind of not getting too much in everything. But I mean, any theory video on YouTube basically had all this kind of figured out, like all the weapon crafting. That's kind of why all the bokoblins and moblins and stuff, all their horns are like different shapes for different guys. So I think that was kind of been a pretty popular theory that people have already had. So it's just really cool to see in action. I think, and then the whole Zonai thing, that's pretty cool. I definitely gotta watch that Zeltic. Everything, there's a Zeltic video, everything you need to know about the Zonai that he made a while ago. I need to rewatch that before this game comes out, because I knew a little bit when playing the game, but obviously there's a lot hidden, and clearly that's going to be a pretty big thing in Tears of the Kingdom, is the Zonai. So like I said, I don't know if there were those things that seemed to be friendly, but yeah, I just gotta watch that Zeltic video again, I guess. Congratulations, Nintendo. You made the right call in doing a gameplay trailer. I think that was pretty much perfect. We got to see some more stuff in the background, which I was it's kind of why I was not really saying too much. I was more trying to look for things in the background. I saw something that maybe looked like a Sheikah Tower, and then something that kind of looked like could be maybe something of this game's shrines. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to say now, but yeah, no. I mean, I think that was pretty much perfect. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching with me. I still plan on making a video on my hopes and expectations for the game, but I think I'm going to make a few non-Zelda videos in the meantime, so keep an eye out for those in the very near future. Again, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.